we got who is the most American. Me personally, I'm from Australia, born and raised in Australia. I'm Filipino in, blood and skin, whatever the hell it is. So let's check this out, bro. Before we start, let me know, are you guys from America, first of all? And what is your definition of the most American, I guess?
By the way, I was raised by a black nanny for my entire life growing up.
Yeah, lots of white people have been raised by black nannies.
I'll try to pivot.
Okay, well.
I'll try to pivot.
Okay. I was gonna say something, but it's out of context. Let's see what it's about in context first before I make a comment about that. Because that's crazy.
Can I ask, what is everybody's family background here in America?
I'll start. My dad is actually indigenous. He's Native American, Cree Nation, and my mom is a Black American.
See, now, if you're Native American, does that mean you are the most American? Because they're the natives of the land. That's like, oh shit. That's like being from Australia, but you're Aboriginal, right? Because they're the original owners of the land.
American as well. I'm born here. My parents are from...
Or is it like a pride thing? Like, I'm the most American because I hold the most values as an American? I don't know.
Compton. I also do have
Freedom,
indigenous
guns,
heritage
whatever
as well.
they-
The Homer Nation in Louisiana.
My parents are just simple blue-collar working white Americans.
My dad's from California. His dad was from Canada. His mom was from Texas.
I was born in New York, but my parents are from Korea.
I was actually born in Europe, and I've been here for 7 years, and I filed for a green card recently.
Yeah, I was born in Colombia, raised there. American dad, and my mom is fully Colombian.
What do we think makes an American, or makes someone more American than
makes an
other?
American?
What are our opinions on that?
I think it's a choice because
If I were to...
we're like such a melting pot of everybody. But if that makes
Yes. Good point. But also, if I were to choose who was like the most American just by first appearance, it's gonna be dude right here. Because when I think of America, I think of like military and stuff like that. Okay? And the next person would be this chick here. Just because in media and everything, when Americans are portrayed, it's a blonde blue eyes. You know what I mean? Girl.
you feel
So-
proud, then that's what you are.
I could agree with that. I also think too though that lineage does matter and make a difference, just because there are communities in America that have been here. I think that should be taken into consideration.
That's also my personal opinion. I get that a lot. It's like, oh, it doesn't get much more American than
I mean,
you.
she's
But
a
I
native.
haven't served in the military. I haven't,
Right.
I've served in the Air Force for 6 years. And I don't think that makes me more American actually, because it was more of a transactional agreement. I got paid to do it.
Yeah, I agree as well. I was in the military. If you're just like a dad who wakes up or a mom who wakes up working 80 hours a week, those are real Americans right there. People are like, oh, he's military. He must love America.
I never thought about it like that. People are like, oh, you served the army and all that. You're the most American. But yeah, it is true. It is a transactional agreement. You're getting paid to be
So much.
True,
I'm
bro. I never
America's
thought
just a
about it.
piece of dirt on the ground to me. People who contribute to their community in a meaningful way, those are the most American people to me.
Can you guys start rearranging yourselves as you ask questions?
I think number one for sure.
Yeah, put her one.
And I just think only because you two have
Yeah, I can
connection to somewhere
go
else.
in the end for now.
Yeah, I'll move.
She's all for
Second to
now. I'm at the bottom, honestly.
On the metric.
I am, for sure, for so many reasons. It's kind of weird, but I feel like I'm a human being. That's my metric. That's what I'm concerned about, and I think that that's more important than being from a country.
I completely
I don't know. The way I don't know. It doesn't feel the way she's. I don't know. Something off about her, bro. It doesn't feel authentic on the reason why she wants to go last. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just something.
We
to me.
agree.
I could be
I
wrong.
imagine a future in which you can go anywhere, participate in that community respectfully, and be a part of it. But I do think it's important to some degree to classify things, because there are a lot of wrongs that America hasn't righted yet. I think once we get to a point where we can all kumbaya together, none of this will matter.
The fact that there's so much to talk about in terms of what has gone wrong or who did what you're doing is you're basically trying to blame somebody. And at all times, blaming people doesn't help. What the actual issue is moving forward.
But I mean, we can't really move forward until we acknowledge what happened yesterday and we atone for it.
Why can't we just be okay and just be good? We're so far
have to
beyond.
That is the most American, white American answer I've ever heard in my life. Like, can we just move on and just like be okay with it? But you gotta understand that, you know, these people's ancestors went through it, man. Like, they can't just be okay with it without at least acknowledging and moving forward together, right? You can't just be like, okay, let's just move on. You know, it's done. It's a bit fucked up, bro.
Tone for certain things.
No, we don't. That's like more of like a religious thing.
Yeah,
I'll try to pivot.
Okay, well-
I'll try to pivot.
You know, it's not about pointing fingers.
You know what? Shorty right here, she's the most American. She's the most American, bro.
Yeah,
I'll try to pivot.
Okay, well-
I'll try to pivot.
You know, it's not about pointing fingers at individual people.
That's crazy.
It's pointing fingers at like a system that still has like negative effects for lots of different groups of people.
Does everybody vote?
Like, I can't speak on the African Americans or the Native Americans in America, but I can speak, you know, about the history of Australia and like how, you know, basically the Europeans came here and they, you know, the lost generation, they raped and, you know, did all this stuff to the Aboriginal people of the land, the indigenous people of the land. And like, you know, still today, they're still fighting for like, you know, can we not do Australia Day on the day that you guys invaded and killed all these people? Like, I understand, you know, where they're coming from in that aspect. So you can't just say, okay, move on. Just move on. Like, you have to acknowledge there has to be like a compromise from both sides, right? Like, you have to be able to forgive, but you also have to be able to acknowledge.
That Ken, and did you vote since you could?
I
like
did not
ever
vote.
since you could?
I didn't vote either.
I hate politics.
But the main thing about what we fought for on any side in America were the right to do these things like vote.
But we only have two parties to pick from. I would prefer the third party, but the third party doesn't win. And if you vote for the third party, you're actually just hurting your own party. It's rigged. You do like.
It's not really, if you get involved, you can't help but be a part, you know, you can change it.
I'd rather take care of my immediate community, my immediate goals, my immediate life. I'm gonna be a good citizen, a good taxpayer. That's all that I need to do.
I agree with that.
Hey, you know what? I fuck with him, bro. I fuck with him and I fuck with him, bro. I fuck with him. I fuck with everyone except for this chick at the end, actually. To be honest with you.
Also, I can't vote, but I am very politically active.
Right.
So I think that might be more impactful than like all the third of the population who didn't vote for whatever reason.
Do you guys believe that citizenship status correlates to how American you are?
I don't agree, because there's a bunch of people who come here with, you have to have $1 million, and they put you into like a community of like-minded or like people, and all it takes is $1 million for these people to come in, and they don't have to do anything but just pay that money.
Yes, there are people who have millions of dollars and invest into the
Yes.
country, but that's not the majority of the people, and there are people who are undocumented and they want to become citizens because this is the only country they've ever known, but they can't. Are they less American just because of paperwork?
I think a lot of it has to do with effort too.
I thought so.
Good question. That's a good question. And I don't know, because I'm not American, so.
I used to believe that. I used to think that if I come here, I go to school here, I work here, I can become a citizen eventually. I had to get married because that was the easiest way for me to come here. I don't think it's a fair process. I can get a green card in a year just because I'm married an American, but other people have been here for decades and still can't get a green card, and I don't think that is fair at all.
I think we should all just go through and finish our rankings and just kind of say why, and then maybe
That would be good.
regroup.
I think I'm number one. I think I'm the most American. I am a continuation of a
Native American, bro.
long line of people who have done nothing but thrive and contribute to this country.
I mean, you don't have in America without Black and Indigenous people, just given the history and all
Yeah, true. And hey, how about the Koreans as well? You know, the Koreans did the, was it Koreans or Asians? I don't know the American history, but I know like an Asian group, ethnicity, did the railroads and shit, you know what I mean? I don't know, that's what I've heard, okay?
the contribution. So I do
Just
feel like
talking
she
shit,
should have been
bro.
first.
Unfortunately, the thing about America is that race is just connected to everything.
Don't take what I'm saying seriously, okay? I'm just fucking around, okay?
We do. And that's why it's a mess. There are several different Americas. We do not live in the same world.
Dude, why does she look so pissed? Why is Shorty over here shaking her head and shit?
And that's why it's a mess. There are several different Americas. We do not live in the same world. I can already tell we don't live in the same
But by
world.
the way, I was raised by a Black nanny for my entire life growing up.
Yeah, lots
nanny,
of
so
lots
you
of
Okay, and yo, that is the craziest defense I've ever heard in my life. It's, bro, I had a black nanny when I was growing up. It's, you know, it's fucking giving I have a black friend. You know what I mean? I'm not racist, I have a black friend. Bullshit.
I was raised by a black nanny for my entire life growing up.
Yeah, lots
nanny,
of
so
lots
you
of
had-
white people have been raised by
Well,
black
I'm
nannies.
sorry.
The fact that you're able to be raised by a black nanny. That's all I'm saying, bro.
She raised me as my mom because my mom wasn't there.
But you don't walk through life the way that I do, and I don't walk through life the way that you
I
do,
think
or that
that's
he
such
does,
a
or that she.
victim, like thing to say.
I am
'cause
not a
You have
victim.
as much, but you have as
How-
much potential as I
and I
do at
know
birth.
that.
What if-
Bro, when people have this stereotype about Americans, like the negative stereotype of Americans, it's her, bro. It's her.
I'm not trying to play the
somebody-
oppression Olympics here. I'm just trying to paint a picture so that you can understand that not everyone lives.
Dude, she's taking it the wrong way. She's like saying, oh, like you had a harder life because of your skin color? That's bullshit. No, she's just telling you her experience. You don't have to take it personally, bro. Just chill.
Life like you. I hope she at least heard what I said, and at least maybe it'll echo, you know, and
She's, like, getting offended.
Maybe she'll remember like
what?
this encounter.
For what?
I heard everybody's opinion and why they felt that they did deserve to be an American or didn't. We all have our views, and I think they're all going to be in the end the same. That we're humans first.
I think it's
Devin, you trying too hard. I feel like Devin the kind of girl, and I think this is her ulterior motive here. Devin the type of girl to go, okay, I'll go at the end, and then she wants everyone to go like, no, you're so American. Like, move up here. You're the most American out of all of us. Fuck out of here, Devin.
best for the sake of this conversation
Devin, get
to
the fuck
try
outta
to
here.
focus on our individual reasons why we're American and not so much because our ancestors did this and that.
Then why
Fair.
did you guys put me at the front?
Because of what you mentioned, like as far as I understood, you want to be here, and this is like where you see yourself and where
She's
you
like
identify
proud, you know what I
yourself
mean? She's like
as
proud to
being.
be there.
Do you feel American?
Ooh. Yeah, it's all I know.
You're more American than I am just because you would want to stay here. I would drop my hat and leave immediately. I'll go to the back of the line. If like my girlfriend said,
Me personally, bro, I would lie. My bucket list is to go to America. I want to visit America and everything like that, obviously. But I would don't think I could live there personally. Just the gun shit scares me, bro. I'll be honest, the gun shit scares me.
I want to go back to Taiwan, I'd go with her right away. Free healthcare, no mass shootings. That's already like two really good pluses to me. So
I choose America all the time, but you know, if an alien from outer space came here and said he loved America and he doesn't want to go back to space, he's an American because he takes pride in it.
I'm gonna
Devin,
move
shut
myself
up.
to the.
Yeah,
I'll
I
say
would.
I didn't hear a word you said. I just wait for her to talk. Yeah.
I would
too.
also rate
Shut up,
myself
Devin.
lower. That's why.
I am like a dual citizen. Like I'm not just American. I'm also Colombian. That's still a huge part of what motivates me, who I am, the culture that I engage in.
I think you should come before me because if we're talking about like individual contribution, I think you've done more than I have.
Yeah.
there are guys who serve and do things and do really great things for this country, but like not everybody in the military is actively on the front lines fighting wars. Not everybody's a Delta Force.
Dude,
special
this guy is real as fuck. Man, I'll fuck with this guy, bro. He real as hell,
Dude,
man.
I chose to not for
He's not like perpetuating this fucking, you know, I was in the army, I served, I'm such like a mad cunt. You know what I mean? He's like, no. People in the army, all of them in the front lines.
got
you know what I
reason
mean?
is like, do I go to
Fuck with
school
him,
and
bro.
get a lot of debt and not even know what I want to do with my life, or do I take some time, think about it, and get the government to pay me my education?
Does everyone feel comfortable where they are?
Fuck with him.
Yeah,
I would
you-
say she feels very strongly.
She does.
I do.
So where would you want to place
Yeah.
yourself?
I mean,
I'm
I think
curious.
See, I told you she wanted to. That's why she put herself last. She was like, just wait for everyone to, you know, hype me up a bit to say I'm so American.
Me personally, the passion and the importance of me looking out for everybody that's an American and wants to call himself American, I think that's so valuable.
I feel like you want to say number one,
I
and
mean,
that's
I
okay.
do, honestly. I think that is me.
Come.
If we're going by her metric of contribution, since I am a
Cringe.
public servant, I do travel, I do first responder work, emergency management. I would say by that metric, I would be number
You
two.
help.
Yeah,
You actually
I
help
agree.
Americans.
Devin,
Okay.
what do you do? What does Devin do? Why the fuck is Devin one? Fuck out of here,
This is your
Devin.
final ranking?
hell
Yes.
no.
You're locking it in?
How did she go? Dude, see how she finessed this shit? She was at the last 7th. And then she finessed herself to what? This is some bullshit.
Okay, great. What I'm gonna have you guys do is take a mock citizenship test.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So
As if I knew something.
Great idea.
We got this.
You guys have all been given 20 random questions, and let's see how well you guys do.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So they're seeing who's the most American by the
How do you guys feel like you may have done?
citizenship
I did
test.
bad.
There was at least 5 questions. I was like, man, I don't know the answer to this.
In
To be fair, if I took an Australian citizenship test, I probably wouldn't pass it. I'll be honest. Like, the people that take it need to study it. So, of course, have a more likely chance to get it. So, I don't think this is a proper metric to decide who's the most American. But, whatever.
7th, we have Abe with 11
Damn.
out of 20.
Come on, Abe.
We have a tie.
That would've been
Sydney,
me.
11 out of 20.
A tie?
You and Abe tie.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Sorry, Mr. Adler.
In 5th, we have Devin, 12 out of 20.
Yeah, scoot down, Devin. Scoot the hell down.
Sydney and I are definitely very impassioned about the way we feel about America, and we were the lowest on the totem pole, so.
In 4th, Lance, 14 out of 20. In 3rd, Daniel, 18 out of 20. And at a tie
Dude,
for
honestly, I think this guy's the most American. Like, he's like, okay, he said, the army is a transactional, whatever. But like, the way he carries himself, I don't know if I'm mixing it up with just being a fucking cool ass dude, But obviously, these two who are like need to get the citizenship are gonna get the questions right. So it's not really a metric of who's the most American. It's not a good metric.
First, we have Gabrielle
To
and
scale
Willa with 20 out of 20.
Yeah.
Got all of them right? Holy. Wow.
Dude, that was so
Passing.
awkward. That was so awkward. Check this out.
Got all of them right?
check this
Holy.
out.
Wow.
Passing the civics test is a 12 out of 20.
Yep.
What'd you get?
11.
We failed.
12. I got 12.
We failed.
Oh, so this.
Happens to the best of us, bro. Don't worry.
Kind of funny that the people who have the loudest voices are the ones that are at the bottom of this whole ladder.
That
Sounds like an American to me.
tends to
That's
happen.
fair.
Of course.
Yeah.
I will say when Lila was talking about how hard she had to contribute just to stay in this country, I think that speaks more volumes than being able to take a test.
100%.
I agree.
I was surprised by how low some of the scores were, but I also wasn't surprised that I got them all right because this is something I have to study. So
you have
I
to.
don't think it's necessarily
Yeah, exactly.
fair.
It's much more important for them to know what's going on right now rather than knowing like random like trivia questions about history that not even American born people know.
Exactly.
Being an American
That's
is
facts,
not easily
Gabriel.
definable. There's gonna be always a sizable
Gabriel, that's facts, bro. Hit me with a. Hey, so good.
portion of the US that no matter how American you are and how hard you work to be here, they're never gonna recognize you as an American.
I believe in a future in which America
Why's she crying? You gay? Are you okay, girl?
is a place where everyone can live harmoniously. I think we just need to do a better job of listening to each other, being more empathetic.
Thank you guys so much. Let's cut.
Okay, me personally, the most American. I don't know, bro. I'll say this guy's the most American. You know what I mean? Just because, I don't know, the way he says, like, I pay the taxes, I do what I need to do to serve the country and all this shit. I feel like that's an American thing, and I don't know. That's just how I feel, man. Let me know down below. Hey, let me know if you guys from America. And yeah, let me know what it means to be an American. Give me a definition. What's an American?